Oh, hi. I've been thinking that it'd be fun to start up doing streaming again. I've been having a lot of just conversations with people where we talk about all sorts of interesting stuff, and I feel like the problem I always have with stuff is I need topics to go over. But I've got a good quiver of them in my back pocket or something. So as always, I've spent way too much time figuring out the video stuff, and I'm probably gonna get obsessed with other things. But here's an idea of what I was thinking. It might be. It's always hard to keep things up, but if there is just a little bit of time every day, or every other day, or every daily-ish, to go over, in my newsletter, I write down just little quick thoughts and notes and things, and it might be a nice time to, as I used to do several years ago, just extemporaneize about those things to kind of work them out loud, and that kind of stuff. Here's two things, or kind of two things that are related. I was looking over an analyst report that we're going to license in VMware Tanzu Land, and it was going over the challenges people have with Kubernetes. And I was thinking, it doesn't really go over enough of the benefits that people have. It was in there, but there is this kind of odd lack of a conversation about, why you would do cloud native stuff versus just do better at what you're currently doing. Kind of improve what you're doing. Like if you don't have build automation in place, maybe do that. And if you actually then do as I recommend, because all sorts of other people do, not because I have experience, but if you do like an end-to-end value chain analysis, like all the activities it takes from thinking of some software to developing it to QAing it to getting into production and someone using it, if you do that kind of analysis and you find that there's just a bunch of like wait time and meetings and kind of like stupid things going on, like you don't necessarily need to do anything about your technology. You just need to go fix those issues, which I think technology is difficult, right? Like if you look at those Kubernetes surveys, it's all about the difficulty of doing things. And probably when you get it set up, it is beneficial. But I think what's kind of an omission in this kind of thinking is that like, well, what about what you already have? What's wrong with that? Is there something irrevocably wrong with the technology that you should change it? Or is there just something wrong with the way that you're using it? Or is it simple enough to upgrade it? So forth and so on, right? So that's an idea that like I think it would be nice to explore ongoing, as well as just talking about various things. I submitted 3 talks to the Monktoberfest, which I think I only went to in 2011. I was it the first one or second one? I forget which one I went to. I should go look it up probably and trip it. I don't have screen sharing set up, so I can't go do that excitement with you. I should also get some little music set up for the background. That would be fun. But, I was trying to come up with 3 new talks to propose because it'd be really nice to talk there. And one of them was on webinars. Probably not going to be accepted, but I was trying to be counterintuitive that they're great, which I generally think they are. I mean, I think, as is always my rhetorical trick, I think bad things are bad and good things tend to be good. So if you make a bad webinar, it's a bad webinar. To draw that joke out there. And then I had one, on my podcast, we talk about defaults lifestyle a lot. And so I've been trying to think about how you can make something more than just choosing the apps that come on your phone out of that. And I think there's also some considerations to have for it. Like I was thinking, many people have brought this up, but I wonder about it myself. There's people like me who are lucky who got a Twitter account in 2006, and it really helped out with my career. Lots of other people. I mean, it's hard to know exactly the history of DevOps, for example, would be a lot different if there wasn't Twitter involved to have been a place for people to go talk about it. And now, a lot of the people who are sort of dismissive of it, like they were, not all of them, but some people like myself who I have, I don't know, a lot of followers. Is it 12, 15,000? I forget. But, it's kind of easy for us to just sort of give up on it because we already had all of that. And, we don't have to, I'm already fine. I don't need a tool to get famous like that and build my career up. So it's kind of easy for me to be, it's kind of like a NIMBY sort of thing, right? Like I don't want this kind of thing in my backyard now that I'm already established. So what is the NIMBYism of social media poo-pooing, right? Is one thing that comes up in this default lifestyle thing, because part of the defaults lifestyle would be like, maybe don't care about that anymore. It's just a lot of worry. But I spent a lot of time caring about it, and now I'm getting the benefits of it instead of having to expend the energy on it. And then what was the other one? I don't remember what the other one was. Like, I wanted to redo my how to survive and thrive in a big company talk, which is something I've been talking with someone else about doing a little professional development series on. That's on my list of things I need to get around to. But I feel like, maybe a good theory is if I can create a little bit of content every day, I feel okay doing the admin stuff. Otherwise, I ping pong back and forth between, like, here's this admin stuff I want to do, and I need to create some content, and then I just kind of stagnate, whatever. I stall out there. Well, because I spent a long time on the little intros there and the outros, I'm eager to wrap this up to see how it all works. And speaking of, check out this cool outro that I made.